Hi everyone, welcome to Art Club. I'm Miss Liz and today we are going to be creating a really cute mosaic picture of a reindeer. This is made out of beans, lentils, and rice. All right, so let's open up our kits and see what's inside. Everybody's gonna have a reindeer face on a piece of white cardstock. We've got different beans. These are black beans. This is gonna be for the inside of the ears and the eyes and his grin. Right here, his grin. You'll have brown rice. This is for the muzzle. And that is this lower part here. We've got pinto beans, and that is going to be for the top part of the face and the outside of the ears. We've got lentils, and that is for the antlers. And we have small red beans, and those are going to be for the nose. Let's lay our paper bag on our work surface so we don't get any glue on the table, because we do need quite a bit of glue so our beans will stick to the paper. So put your paper down on your paper bag, and I think let's start with our small red beans for the nose. So go ahead and open up your glue bottle, and we're gonna put quite a lot of glue on there. I know most of the time when you're working on a project, you probably hear, don't use so much glue, but we do need to make sure we get enough glue on there that our beans are gonna stick. It will take a long time for it to dry, but that's okay. It'll be worth it in the long run. All right, so I've got quite a bit of glue on there. So I will open up my beans and just start laying them on there. You can start in the middle. You can start at the top. It really doesn't matter. Some of you might want to actually make a little pattern. And some of you might just want to stick them on there any which way. Doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong way to do it. If you get to a spot that doesn't have a lot of glue, you can just kind of move your bean around in the glue and kind of drag it over. And that'll be a good way to make it stick. Plus, sometimes once you lay it on there, if it's not exactly where you want it, just push it around. If you don't have to pick it up, then you won't get your fingers all full of glue. All the beans are different sizes. Doesn't matter too much, but if you find that you got the need for a specific size, you can kind of look through your bag. Sometimes you have to add one here or there to fill in a spot. All right. I like the way that looks. Now let's move on and grab our black beans, and we can start doing the inside of the ears. So you're only gonna need a few, and the grin and the eyes. All right, there we go. Now we'll get some on the eyes. Some of those ones I had in my hand are pretty tiny, so let's see if we've got anything a little bigger. So maybe 3 or 4 beans would make the eyes look really good. There we go. And then we can add some glue to the grin here. If the glue goes off where we need it to be, that's completely fine, because eventually we're going to need glue in that spot too. There we go. And next, let's work on the antlers, and we'll give this a little bit of time to set, but it's not going to be completely done before we get to that area, but it might be helpful just so it has a little bit of time to start to dry. So now I'm not squirting any more glue out. I'm just kind of moving it around, spreading it out a little bit. So just kind of play around with it and see if it looks like you have enough glue, but you just need to spread it, go ahead and do that. All right, so this one, we are going to be using our lentils on the antlers. These ones are really tiny, so it's harder to just place them. So I'm going to just drop them for now and then go in and fill in some spots. So I'm just dropping them on there. Maybe pat them down a little bit. That'll get them nicely in that glue and spread them out a little. And then just go back and start filling in the spots that don't have any. You're always going to see a little bit of that white behind there, but try to cover in as much as you can. When we're all done and this is completely dry, you can hold it over your garbage can, and all the little extra pieces that didn't stick with the glue can fall right into your garbage can. If you get any glue on your finger, go ahead and clean that off, because then your beans and your lentils are going to want to stick to your fingers. All right, I'm going to stop there for now, but I might go back and add some more lentils in a little bit. All right, let's put some glue around the ears. And we are going to be using our pinto beans for that. These are definitely going to be a little bit easier to place. They're one of the largest beans that we've got for this project. And then we're going to also put some on the top half of the face. So let's draw, let's see, a line from the bottom of the eye. Draw the line of glue over here like this. The top half will be the pinto beans and the bottom half will be the brown rice. And you can start anywhere you want. You can frame the eyes and move up. You can go like I'm doing and just add them along that bottom line of glue. You can start at the top. You can see I started to kind of line them up front to back, or I don't know how you want to call that, and they got a little curved, but that's fine. Some people, when they make a mosaic, want it to actually have a pattern inside the pattern, but I think we're okay doing whatever we like. There we go. That was looking pretty good. All right. And last but not least, we've got our brown rice, and that's going to be for the muzzle. All right. Now these are really tiny, just like the lentils, so we're just gonna sprinkle them on there. And there'll be a lot of extra, and it's gonna land on the rest of your beans. It's perfectly fine, because once it dries, the ones that are laying on the extra beans or the ones that are not touching glue, they'll just fall right off. I'm gonna tap them down a little bit. So you see it is making a little bit of mess. It's getting on the ears and the mouth, the little grin, but like I said, once everything is dry, you can just dump it over the garbage can and all that extra will just fall off. All right, looks pretty good. So now's a good time if you want to go back and take a peek, decide if you want to add anything else. If your glue has started to dry, you can add a little bit more glue. But I think I like mine the way it is. Let's let them sit for a little bit and let them dry, and we'll check back. All right, so here's how mine turned out. Isn't that cute? I look forward to seeing what yours look like, and you can send that to youth@newlenoxlibrary.org, or you can post it in the comment section of the Facebook post of this video. And have a happy holiday, and I will see you all as soon at the library. Bye-bye.